ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Dirt Dog International Racing Network. I'm your host, Jacob Keith. We had some difficulties going on with our stream, and we've got it back up and running. We're ready to do the 360 sprint cars here for the Red River Valley Iracing League. Sponsored by Ayers Iracing Paints, HRH Motorsports, and Big Bacon Media. Ladies and gentlemen, as of right now, though, where I'm going to have to ask you to remove your hats and stand up, please, for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Sports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
If you ever get the chance to give the command, that's the lesson you should follow. Kevin James with those famous words.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again. We're going to check what the surface and stuff looks like inside the dome here tonight in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're here at the Chili Bowls for the 360 sprint cars here tonight at the quarter-mile indoor dirt track, the Chili Bowl. Check out Red River Valley iRacing League's Facebook. We got 72 degrees inside the dome, 0% moisture in this dirt. Clear, because we are in the dome with 2 miles an hour winds. So that is how the track is looking tonight, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have about 3 more minutes left of their practicing to go. And until they are ready, I'm going to leave you off with this. So go get your drinks, do what you got to do, and hang tight as we go racing here in 2.5 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as these guys are getting their practice over with, we're going to get ready for the 360 Sprint Cars heats here at the Chili Bowl. We're going to check out the grid for heat number 1 here, starting on the pole, Mr. Gerald Miller, in the number 12. Mr. Robert Charette starting on the outside of him in the 64 machine. Starting in the third spot, Mr. Keith Hackney in the 69. And on the inside of on the outside of Mr. Keith Hackney is Daniel Boyd, starting in the 4th position. Inside, starting in the 5th spot, Mr. Stephen Turbeville. And in the 6th spot, we got Thomas Mitchell in that number 2 machine. Hunter McCoy pulling up the 7th. And Scott Martin starting 8th here, ladies and gentlemen. So that is your starting grid for heat number 1. As these guys are starting to pace, we're getting ready to go racing here, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Robert Charette, Gerald Miller. Miller down low in that 12 machine. On the inside of the 64, got the G9 right behind him in that black and pink car. The 69 of Keith Hackney. Green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Charette, Gerald Miller taking the green flag here. The 360 sprints at the Chili Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Gerald Miller getting a little loose there, falling to the back. Robert Charette currently leading heat number 1 here for the 360s. Sponsored by HRH Motorsports, Ayers iRacing Paints, Big Bacon Media. This is the Red River Valley iRacing League. Mr. Charette, the 64, got Keith Hackney looking to knock on the back door. The 69, looking to make some moves in that black and pink machine. These 360s ripping around the Chili Bowl here, ladies and gentlemen. All the horsepower they need. Look at Charette letting Hackney go around the low side, but not going to give it away that easy. Charette still hanging the outside, the 64. Little bit of contact is made. Not enough to mess either one of these guys up. Keith Hackney now currently your leader in that 69 car. Robert Charette got Hunter McCoy now pulling up the 3rd spot in that 01M. Charette still on the backside of Hackney in that 64 car. Charette still on the backside, ripping the low line. Trying to gain his legs on the backside of the 69. And the checkered flag comes waving for heat number 1 here, ladies and gentlemen. Keith Hackney taking the win here. Pulling up the starting grid for heat number 2, it's Mr. Calvin Brooks. Starting on the inside of row number 1 in the 04. Gregory Chandler in the 94, starting on the outside of row number 1. Rowan Jones in that 25 machine down low. Row number 2. Jamie Massey on the outside in the 22 machine. On the outside of Rowan Jones there of row number 2. James Burke in that green and purple number 10 machine. Down low row number 3 with Steven Femberg on the outside in the 29. And Jamie Budd tailing the field in that 180 machine. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 7 cars. 8 laps here to go at the Chili Bowl. Yeah, let me tell you something. Gregory Chandler and Calvin Brooks looking to take the green flag. The number 4 down low, the number 94 out high. They're looking to take the green flag if it's going to wave high. Jamie Massey in the third spot in that 25 machine. Or no, on the fourth spot there's on the outside of the 25 machine. Great flags out. The 94 and the 4 going deuce. Double wide into turn number 1 and 2. The 25 of Rowan Jones picking up on the outside there, going from the bottom to the top. The 4 and the 94 make a little contact with Jamie Massey on the low side now in that 25T. Underneath the 94, side by side as they go into 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen. The 94 on the outside, all over the tail side of the number 4. Still side by side, Jamie Massey, Gregory Chandler. The 25, Rowan Jones back there trying to make some time up on the 94 as well. A little bit of contact as he got the lip coming into 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 there. And a big contact there, it looked like from Gregory Chandler in the number 94 there. Calvin Brooks right behind him, pulling up the third spot. James Burt now in the 10, the green and purple 10 machine, pulling up the fourth spot here. 2 laps left to go. Jamie Massey looking to try to take his heat win here. For heat number 2 here in the Red River Valley iRacing League, sponsored by Ayers iRacing Paints, HRH Motorsports, and Big Bacon Media. Lap 8, white flag here, ladies and gentlemen. White flag goes for Jamie Massey. Gregory Chandler behind him in the 94. And Calvin Brooks pulling up the third spot here as heat number 2 is officially waving the checkered flag. Congratulations to Jamie Massey on his heat number 2 win here. And now they are going to do some warm-up laps, ladies and gentlemen. And while you have a chance to go get something to drink, something to eat. But we will be right back because they only have 5 minutes to do some warm-ups. So stay tuned for more feature racing 360 sprint cars here with the Red River Valley iRacing League. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. They are done with their warm-ups. We're going to get ready to check out the grid for the feature lineup here. And we are back with the Red River Valley iRacing League. Starting on the pole here, ladies and gentlemen, Keith Hackney in that 69 machine, but he's got the 22 down low of Jamie Massey starting in the second spot. Robert Charette, the 64, starting in the third spot there, with Gregory Chandler on his outside in the fourth spot in the 94. Hunter McCoy pulling up the fifth spot with Calvin Brooks to his outside in the 04 machine. Thomas Mitchell in the number 2 with Jamie Budd in the 180 machine, starting 8th. Gerald Miller starting 9th in that 12 machine, with Daniel Boyd in the 79 starting 10th. Rowan Jones in the 25 starting 11th. And it looks like Stephen Turbeville starting 12th. Stephen Fernberg starting in the 13th spot, with Scott Martin starting in the 14th spot, ladies and gentlemen. We got 14 cars and we got 30 laps. Jamie Massey, Keith Hackney, the 22 and the G9, the 69 machine up front, side by side. Green flag is out. Keith Hackney looking to try to take to an early lead, but Jamie Massey giving him the rear or the front chrome horn there. A little bit going into 1 and 2. Side by side, the 94 Gregory Chandler and Jamie Massey battling for the second spot. Chandler looking to overtake him on the outside there. Still side by side with Jamie Massey here, ladies and gentlemen. Able to run away. Keith Hackney still out front, trying to lead these guys off. 2 wide, 2 rows back. Kevin Brooks, Robert Charette also battling 2 wide back here for the 4th position. Charette getting a little lumpy down low there, able to get let Thomas Mitchell around, but he's going to battle Thomas Mitchell here coming out of 1 and 2. Jamie Massey still got the 94 on the bottom working with him. Massey trying to come to the backside. The 94 clips the wall, ladies and gentlemen. The 4, he's able to keep going. No, the 4 working around of Gregory Chandler. Almost 3 wide. Robert Charette, Thomas Mitchell, Gregory Chandler. Chandler finding his legs, trying to make his way back up. Charette spots her at HRH Motorsports out there, trying to work his way through the field here, ladies and gentlemen. The 01 back there, Hunter McCoy back there behind. Able to get around now, Gregory Chandler. They're side by side, a little bit of contact. Coming back up with Jamie Massey, trying to track down Keith Hackney and Jamie Budd there. Some lap traffic. Keith Hackney able to get around Budd. Jamie Massey looking to try to do the same thing. Jamie able to hold on to his line though, and trying to keep Massey in his rear view. Massey down low with the number 9 now, trying to get around the lap traffic of Jamie Budd. Jamie goes to the outside of the 25T down low, able to overtake him to get around the lap traffic there. Jamie Massey. Thomas Mitchell now moving up into the 3rd spot, trying to get around the number 9 there as well. The 4 right behind him, Calvin Brooks, battling it out for that 3rd position. This race brought to you by the Red River Valley iRacing League, sponsored by Ayers iRacing Paints, HRH Motorsports, and Big Bacon Media. Keith Hackney still leading this thing. Jamie Massey trying to track him down. The 25 machine. About, I would say 2.5 seconds away now. Working that outside the 25T. Trying to gain his ground on the Keith Hackney and the 69 machine. The 25 going a lap down now. I believe. That was Rowan Jones, I believe. I could be wrong. Looked like the 25 to me. The 69 working the outside, or the bottom side, excuse me. Thomas Mitchell pulling up the third. Got Gregory Chandler right there with him. And Jamie Massey on the low side underneath them. Battling Massey for the second spot, the green car. Thomas Mitchell makes a little contact back there. The 94 goes around. Jamie Massey gets collected up into that. Caution is out, ladies and gentlemen. First caution of the night. 22 laps down. And we almost had a clean and green run here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check out that caution here. It was Jamie Massey down low. And he come up right in front of the green machine there. Just got into the number 94 there. Gregory Chandler. So that is what brings out our caution here tonight. First caution of the evening here at all for night number 2 here at the Red River Valley iRacing League here at the Chili Bowl. The 69 Keith Hackney still out front. Gonna try to walk away from these guys as much as he can. The green machine, Thomas Mitchell right behind him, the 2 car. Got Robert Charette moving up into the 3rd position here. Pulling up that 64 machine into the 3rd spot. The 25, Rowan Jones in the wall right behind him. Gonna look to track down the number 64. He is in the 4th position, and Hunter McCoy rounding out your top 5 here, ladies and gentlemen. Keith Hackney, though, working off the low side, trying to get Thomas Mitchell to stay in that rear view. So far, so good, ladies and gentlemen. The 69 still down low, trying to come up. Thomas Mitchell all over the backside, but on the high line. It looks like Keith Hackney still ripping that low side, but Thomas Mitchell looking to gain some ground. The switch up, the slide job. Mitchell, now your leader, ladies and gentlemen. Keith Hackney, 3 laps left to go. Keith Hackney down low, trying to make his move on the inside of Thomas Mitchell, but Mitchell, currently the leader, as the yellow flag comes out. Very unfortunate for Thomas Mitchell, as I doubt he wanted to see a yellow flag come out. Second one of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we check out what happened there. Like Hunter McCoy was involved here. Got a little too sideways. It come right down and come in front of a couple people there. So Hunter McCoy bringing the caution out there, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Mitchell looking to try to keep Keith Hackney in the rear view. Robert Charette in the 3rd spot with that 64 machine. Rowan Jones in the 25. They're looking for the green flag here, ladies and gentlemen. Hackney all over the backside of Mitchell. Green flag coming out.
Green.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The 69 down low and the number 2 up high. Thomas Mitchell leading this thing. 2 laps left to go as they get ready to come into 3 and 4. Coming by the flag stand. White flag out, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Mitchell, Keith Hackney, Robert Charette running this out. Checkered flag waving as Keith Hackney almost gets into the inside there of Thomas Mitchell, but they kept it nice and clean here at the Chili Bowl with that awesome run here in the 360 sprints. Only a few cautions, but nonetheless a great run here for the Red River Valley iRacing League, sponsored by Ayers iRacing Paints, HRH Motorsports, and Big Bacon Media. We're going to go back and try to get some of these guys, the top three up here, Mr. Charette, Keith Hackney, Thomas Mitchell. So stay tuned and bear with me here as we get these guys up in the booth. All right, Mr. Robert Charette up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
I have a copy.
All right, man. You were having an awesome run out there in the HRH Motorsports car there in the 360 Sprints. Pulling her up into the third spot. Tell us what was on your mind within them last few laps when them cautions come out.
I wanted to stay the heck off the bottom, dude. There was no grip down there. I knew I was gonna have something for them if I stayed on the top. We had a really long green flag run there, and it was just trying to keep my mind on breathing. Yeah.
Yeah, you had an awesome run for sure. They were coming up into the third spot. Is there anybody you want to thank for putting that car here in the podium?
Heck yeah, I want to thank HRH Motorsports. I'd like to thank Casey Sawich, Big Bacon Media. I'd like to thank you for broadcasting. I have Young Nodak Music on the car. ourfeathers.com. I have my YouTube channel, 64BN. Robert Charette, follow me, subscribe. I don't care. But I'm having fun out there.
Oh, yeah, you had an awesome run here in the 360 Sprints, man. Congratulations on your podium, and hopefully we'll talk to you again in the booth someday.
Yeah, man. See you in a little bit.
Yep, take it easy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to try to pull up Mr. Keith Hackney for finishing in the second spot here tonight. Mr. Keith Hackney up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Sir.
All right, man. Hanging on to that second spot here in the 360 Sprints. Getting into the podium again from the late models to the Sprints, man. Tell us what was going on in your mind within them last few laps.
I hated to see the caution. I mean, I was out there just riding. You know, I had a pretty decent lead. I think it was like over 3 seconds, 3.5, whatever. And, yeah, on that restart, I seen him. He was moving in the middle of the high line, and I went up there one lap to try to block it, and I just pushed to the wall, and then, you know, I was like, damn. And then on that last restart, I was like, well, I'm going to try to go back to the bottom, which it was actually pretty good. I felt like my car was actually hooked up at the very end of the race. I just a little bit short. I mean, I don't run these cars at all, and I'm just happy to be here.
Well, for sure, you and Mr. Mitchell there were having an awesome battle there towards the last few laps. Is there anybody you want to thank for putting that car here on the podium here in the second position tonight?
And same as earlier, Team No Love, Rocket Racing setups, Rage Designs, Alpha Designs, Small Change Designs, Custom Cabinets by Keith, everybody at the team that be putting in a lot of work, Red River, and you for sure.
All right, man. We appreciate all the love from you guys for sure when we do our broadcasting. And congratulations tonight on your second place victory. I know for sure we'll probably be talking to you in the booth again sometime in the near future.
Absolutely. Take care.
Have a good night, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to pull up tonight's 360 Sprint Car feature winner, Mr. Thomas Mitchell. Thomas Mitchell up in the booth, man. Do I have a copy?
You have got a copy, mate. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was muted there. You come back from 7th there and had a strong finish. Tell us what was going through your mind, Mr. Thomas Mitchell.
The only thing going from all was, don't stuff this up, don't stuff this up, don't stuff this up, don't put it in the wall, don't put it in the wall. And yeah, we just had to keep on saying that every lap by lap and keep on aiming forward, and somehow we ended up to the front or off second on there on one of those restarts. And I'm like, hey, I feel like we got a lot of momentum in this car. If we build it up enough, we might actually be able to get around him. And in the end, we actually did. So yes, it was just a really good race car tonight, and it definitely showed on the racetrack.
Yeah, for sure. You and Keith Hackney were the show tonight, man. Congratulations on your victory here tonight, though. Is there anybody you want to thank for putting that car in victory lane?
Yeah, I just want to thank all the viewers, the league admins for the show, and you for the broadcast. You know, kind of a show without you, so greatly appreciated. Just want to thank all the guys at RDM Sport for making it happen. Just want to thank all the sponsors: Inside Lane Productions, Scorpion Raceware, Simblack, Steven Stowe Designs, Higgy Motorsport, Short Houston Racing Magazine, and Simshed Broadcasting. Also Nathan Clyde Motorsport and Rando Design.
Awesome.
And then the family and friends watching this time. Thank you.
Yeah, it was awesome watching you tonight, Thomas, man. And congratulations here on your Red River Valley 360 sprint car win.
Oh, no problems, mate. Thank you.
Have a good night, man.
You too, mate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. And that is it tonight for the Red River Valley iRacing League. We did the super late models. We did the 360 sprints. And we were here live at the Chili Bowl in Tesla, Oklahoma. We just want to say thank you for everything you guys do out there for us. And all the support, all the love you guys show us, man. Show some more love. Go like our videos and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, wherever we're at. And, yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you.